Hey everybody, it's Dipio and welcome back to the park. Okay, we have chased Callum. Well, we chased Callum to the Hansel and Gretel ride last episode. And then we've been following the path forward, though we haven't seen him again. We've heard him in whispers. He's kind of taunting us to chase him and find him. And we made it to the Octatron. So we're going to go ahead and hop on now and see what happens. We slowed it down before to get on. Once we ride this, after we see what happens, we may try, if we can, to speed it up and crank up the speed and see what occurs. That weird, like, sea creature. Like a kraken. Uh-oh, is this going to speed up on its own? Uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know what to look at, like where the horror is going to come from. Is it the kraken on the thing? Is it... Whoa! Oh! It's the Babadook. That was pretty fun. Alright, let's try this again. Let's increase the speed. We're just going to keep pumping it up. I want to see how fast we can make it go. Can we break it? The pitch is getting higher. No, I think this is maxed out.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh well. Okay, so we've heard tales of a murderer. We've seen some, like, occult construction stuff going on. We just saw the Babadook.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real. So there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
This mom's got some weird
Tell Mommy where you are.
feelings about her kid. Oh my goodness. I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See? Even as I'm starting to call him Chad, and I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, is Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at the Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner, still wearing it. And it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained, discreetly, to park management about the smell. And I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in a gutter outside the psych oil station? Okay. Because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up. Eye fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Chad, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Hinman. Whoa! Is that Laura? What was that in the background? What was that? Can I go in? Or am I stuck? There was a person, then there was like a weird like monster thing in there too. Dude. Okay. Moving on. Whew, we've entered the psycho killer realm of things. Oh look, it's the Kraken. No one would design that thinking that was cute for kids. So the Ferris wheel loops up. It's the very back of the park.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
We're at the bumper cars now. The roller coaster, the Ferris wheel was off the dock that was broken. So we'll check that out. And it makes me wonder, I followed him to the Tunnel of Tales. Should I have gone to the House of Horrors? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I should have played that.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Uh-oh.
Where are you?
What is this?
No.
What? The what? Okay.
Hello?
We got a little Frankenstein in here too.
Come back, Callum. Come out, sweetie.
What? Anything in here? No.
Come back.
Mother duck said quack, quack, quack,
Callum?
quack.
Where'd you go?
Are these things gonna come to life? No, this is not that type
Callum,
of game.
come back here right now.
Catch me, Mama.
Callum,
Uh-oh.
tell Mommy where you are.
This way.
Wait, Callum.
Oh. Already to the bumper car or beyond?
Don't hide from me, Callum.
Oh, the one with its lights on. Sparks still going from the ceiling. Accident report. Alright, Atlantic Island Park, accident report. Employee name, Francis Dufresne. Time of accident, 25th October, 1976. It was a job title, laborers working on the crane. Supervisor, Richard Stapleton. Witnesses, Lawrence Creed and Michael Edgeworth. Brief description of the accident. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load of the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. Ooh. The employee saw a doctor, but he was dead. Did you file an employer's report? Yes. Okay, that's all workers' comp stuff. Supervisor Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff had requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. Okay. What could have been done to prevent the accident? Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. Additional comments. The local laborers are very superstitious And this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exorcise the bad spirits. Whoa! Okay. Uh-oh. No, thank you. We know where we're going next.
Mommy is coming, Callum!
Oh, God. That's a baby cry.
Stay where you are!
Oh, are we headed towards the Ferris wheel now?
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word, just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, "Yes, Sheriff."
Well, you are a bad mother. You have a repeated history of leaving your child in the car when it was not necessary, so no sympathy there. Oh, this is going to be something. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they're local, so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do. And it turns out that Old Man Henderson had some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find that piece of the plans that I'm missing.
Callum, where did you go?
See? See?
Stay where you are!
Spooky witch stuff, man. We're gonna go back this way because this, I believe, leads back to the broken dock. At the Octocon or Octoron or whatever it was. And let's see if there's any more information, like any more notes scattered, because that broken piece, that note was on that one side of the broken bridge. So maybe there's a note on the other side.
Callum? Callum!
Probably not. I don't see any time-space displacement. Okay. Are we going to see like a 90-foot Babadook on this one? I wonder if that's Mr. Winter or whatever his name was that we saw when we were riding the Octoron. What is that? I got to look it up. I'm calling it the wrong thing, I feel. What is the name of that dumb ride? The Octotron. Octotron. Not using
Mommy
enough.
is coming, Callum.
Not enough consonants.
So they are going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
Bureau of Fair Rides Inspection. Dated September 22nd, 1980. Result unsafe. Closed the park. Inspector's comments. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is in this inspector's opinion that the Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the Senator, I nevertheless suggest that the political considerations be set aside in condemning Atlantic Island Park. The rides at first glance appear well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction lead me to believe that there is something wrong at the base level of construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. To wit, here is a partial list of the fatalities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Family of 3 killed when roller coaster cart derailed, 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron, 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel, a child seriously injured on the escalator. Keep your kid off of that escalator. Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. 1 report of a drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. Oh, is that who was like splashing around in the water behind us? Ooh, the sheer volume of incidents means that it is my strongest recommendation that Atlantic Island Park be closed immediately. Signed, David Wolseth. Ooh, oh, here we go again. Well, we'll just decrease speed. Found that increasing speed serves no purpose. Okay, here we go. This is slow. Oh my god, he's on the thing. Did you see him? He's on the thing. Babadook is running the ride. This is such a bad idea. I feel like somebody should apparate like in front of me, right in the seat across from me.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed, but I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Dawn was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
You have quite the intimate connection with this park. There's the Octotron. Is he going to be in this thing again? Like, this is pretty straightforward. No giant scares. Just that subtle bit of the guy running the ride. Is he going to be here again? Coming back around. Yep, there he is. He's still there. Okay. That was the most subtle of all the subtle things so far. Jeez Louise. Is this gonna fall on me while I'm walking around? Okay, so now, according to the map, we are going to be headed toward the roller coaster. I hope we end up in the House of Horrors, because that seems appropriate.
Where are you, Callum?
Oh, crap.
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
Is that one of the Ferris wheel carts?
Callum, where did you go?
Whoa! That just fell off of the Ferris wheel. And creepy baby doll. And we've got a roller coaster ticket, but I don't want to use it. I really do want to use it.
What was that?
He's coming, Mommy.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
I told you. Super bad mom. Holy crap.
Where are you? Callum! Don't be afraid.
Dude. They are playing with like the Shining
Callum, where
type
did you
stuff.
go?
Bad parent syndrome. Holy crap. Man. Okay.
Callum, where did you go?
Callum. Oh, the roller coaster. Let's go ahead and hop on the roller coaster. Let's see what's
I always
kicking in
wanted to
here.
ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
The Ferris wheel was pretty subtle. And we just stepped into some weird territory here with that little diatribe about how much she hates her kid. My God. Is he running it? Yep, he's running it.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
Whoa!
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He
Oh!
even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Oh, that's so cool. Whoa, what is that? Is that the hospital where she's giving birth? Oh, I couldn't read what that said. Whoa. Not safe. Can taste your dreams. Oh, whoa! Did we just run over our kid? Dude, what the frick? It works! The calculations and adjustments worked. The transport and storage mechanisms seemed to be flawless. What a wonderful day! If only these people knew that they were fueling, what they were fueling. And so what if a few people leave the park at the end of the day feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on the roller coaster? This could be the doorway to immortality, and such doorways open only to those who have the will to find the key. Whoa, man, this thing took like a sharp left turn. Like crazy sharp. The thing on the rides is flat up interacting with us now. Oh my goodness, take the flashlight.
The witch awaits.
There's a hatchet. And now we gotta leave there, huh?
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him.
Probably you.
I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can save him. There will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
Okay, this is going somewhere interesting. Okay, well, we just did the roller coaster. According to the map, we should be headed to Sideshow Alley next. I really, again, hope we end up in the House of Horrors. I'm hoping I wasn't supposed to go in there at first. I wouldn't think so, because I had to chase him to get to the Tunnel of Tales, but... okay, guys, we will pick up here next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back for the next one. Sorry, I'm smiling real big. This is really cool. And until I see you again, take care of yourselves.